Hello, hello, hello. It has been a hot minute since I have sat down and recorded some long form video content, but it's something that I've been wanting to really lean into. And so here I am. I think I'm going to kind of just go with the flow today. I don't necessarily have a set plan for this conversation with you all. But I think what I do want to talk to you about is accountability and holding ourselves accountable to what we know will help grow our business as business owners. So, I've been a co-host on a podcast. I last year launched the Blue Whale Pod. I only did a handful of episodes. Life got in the way. And then earlier this year, I really wanted to lean into that long form video content again. And I let it slide. I dropped the ball, guys. I just totally dropped the ball. So this week, it was a priority. Actually, last week, it was a priority for me, one of my top three priorities, to record another episode for you. And it didn't get done. And that's okay because I truly worked really hard on my other two priorities. This was my third one. And so it's okay that it didn't get done. But I knew that if I was actually going to make long form video content a profitable marketing initiative for Blue Whale Communications, it had to get done and I had to get on the ball and start leaning in, start going all in fully. I owe it to myself to do that, right? So yesterday or Monday, 2 days ago, I sat down to hold myself accountable and three different times recorded video content. I had a plan to relaunch, to come back with a strong episode, and it just was not flowing. I just could not get it out. It did not feel good. And so I had a couple other attempts at recording a sort of accountability reminder. And for whatever reason, it just did not work. The tech didn't work. My phone ran out of storage, all the things. And so I did walk away. I left it. But I am here for you now. And I don't know if you just saw that, but Koji just jumped up on the kitchen counter. And I think I have right now half an hour before my first call of the day, and I am ready. I'm prepped. I'm good to go for the call. So I told myself now is the time. I need to find the energy, the discipline to just do this. So here I am. This is going to be a shorter episode, but yeah, I just wanted to come on here and kind of remind you that as business owners, it is literally our job to grow our business and to make money and to market our business. So, um, we need to hold ourselves accountable to the marketing initiatives that we know or that we want to explore as a way to do that, as a way to get that business growth. So it doesn't have to be long form video. If you follow me on Instagram, if you follow at Blue Whale Comms, you know that I love to hop on stories and chat. And you know that I like to do a good reel that's definitely more than 60 seconds. Because once I start talking about marketing, I don't stop. I have a lot to say, guys. I have a lot to say. And that's okay. But it's important to recognize that even though I can get a quick hit with Instagram content, that might not be the best platform for me to really go all in. So that's one of the reasons why I feel like YouTube, where it's longer form content, um, is a good option for me and for Blue Whale. I also feel like it's a little bit of an untapped market still. So if you're looking for ways to stand out, maybe make an extra oomph with your marketing, YouTube might be a good place for you to explore and check out as well. But um, I think that just goes back to understanding your own um, preferences, what you're good at, what you can hold yourself accountable to. I say this all the time, but as marketers, we often say, you have to go where your audience is. But I truly believe that our audiences are on all platforms, right? Maybe not as individuals, but as whole groups. Everyone is everywhere these days. Even if they're not posting, a lot of people have accounts on most of the popular platforms. So if you find it easier to show up on Instagram versus Facebook, then make Instagram your primary platform where you are marketing yourself. If you find LinkedIn is easier for you to stay consistent on and to interact and engage and show up on, then make LinkedIn your primary platform. And then we just repurpose to the other platforms, right? We need to, so many of us are running a business and, hi, Koji. So many of us are running businesses and it's busy and it's so much work. And then we try and mold our marketing to fit into the best practices or what people say we should be doing without taking into account the fact that we are humans. We get tired, we experience burnout, we have so much on our plate. Our personal lives come in and affect how we show up in our business, whether we want to admit it or not. Those are facts. So we need to eliminate barriers wherever we can, especially when we're the person doing all of the work. So, how can you eliminate those barriers and make it easier for yourself to show up, stay consistent, be accountable to yourself and to your own marketing? And yeah, and be disciplined. Like that definitely comes into it. There's a factor there as well, right? We have to. It's our job to show up here, but we do have the option to make it a little bit easier for ourselves. And I think that's something that isn't necessarily talked about a lot in the marketing industry. I've been a the early morning, sorry, the animals are all just waking up with me. I've been that marketing coordinator managing marketing for 5 offices across the country. It's busy. You're not just posting on social media. You're not just writing blogs. You're also, helping with other business operations and the whole 9 yards. So, whether we're employed for another company, whether it's our business, we need to, I think, really just ask how we can do the most with the least. Um, so yeah, and then sticking to that, creating a schedule, creating a plan, and sticking to it. So that's what I'm here doing today, showing up with a little bit more of I was going to say ramble. I hope this wasn't a ramble. I hope there's some value here for you in reminding yourself that it's okay to pause, recalibrate, figure out your business. What do you want to be doing for your marketing? But then to come back and show up and hold yourself accountable to doing what you say you're going to do. So, with that, I think I will leave you for today. But I will be popping back up here at least once a week. So if you have any questions, any topics that you'd love to hear me talk about, please leave a comment. I would love your feedback. Let me know what you think if you hear this episode, watch this episode on YouTube. And yeah, that's all for now. Chat soon.